Hey there, everybody. It's your boy JR.
Brah.
Thank you for joining us at Nerds at the Watchtowers podcast. On today's episode, something short and sweet and a little bit more nostalgic, as we usually do. We're going to be discussing cartoons that we personally want to see a reboot of. So, we're going to go into some deep cuts. If you know, you know. And if not, hopefully, you could start looking into these cartoons and let us know what you think. You know, we're different generations and there's a bunch of different cartoons out there. Some people got to see, some people did it. So hopefully this will shine some light on some of those cartoons. We're going to give a brief description of the show and why we want to reboot it and why we think it'll be a good idea now. Brian, you want to start us off?
Yes. Side note before we start, sorry about this format. The thunderstorm in Houston made us do like a webinar, not webinar, a web podcast. Technical issues on the third member, Isaiah. Rest in peace. Insert here. But yeah, so let's get started. So yes, we are talking about nostalgia as always. It's such a heart wrench pull for us. I think the first one I thought about it was the Lunatics Unleashed.
A meteor strikes the city planet of Metropolis, knocking it off its axis. This cosmic event releases supernatural forces, unleashing a new kind of hero, the Lunatics.
Which was pretty much the Looney Tunes, but they were like superheroes. It was in space. I don't think, were they affiliated with like the OG?
I think they are. Like they're descendants of them in the future.
Okay. Okay. Oh, see, now I'm remembering more and more. But yeah, that needs a reboot because I think that would be a great. Because even like I'm thinking about it now, we saw pictures of like the suits and back then with new animation. I think they'll be great. And I'm not talking about like that CGI 3D. I'm talking about like the actual animation will be great. Yeah, that needs a reboot ASAP, A1.
Yeah, and so the for the Lunatics Unleashed, the suits were all blacked out, and something about that darker tone, futuristic, neon noir, cyberpunk, it's always gonna hit to us. And you guys have seen other episodes, so you guys know we're big fans of that. Great choice, Brian. For my first choice, I'm going with Metabots.
Metabots.
So Metabots is a small anime from the early 90s, 2000 or late 90s, early 2000s where customizable robots, right, with AI in the form of a coin. Super
that.
customizable, and they were used as hobbies. So you would it was kind of inspired from like Robo Battles from back in the early 2000s, late 90s, where people would literally customize robots, right? Go to class, build a robot, and then just have them fight each other with whatever weapons you can make it, right? And it really came down to programming. So that's kind of where this this show was kind of inspired from. And the main character is Metabee, the main robot. And then his, I guess, trainer was what they would be. I guess it was partner. You know, he'll kind of like, it's kind of like Pokemon if they were robots in a sense.
Yeah. Either way, we're looking at both. Really, really irresponsible to give children.
Yeah, definitely.
You're very irresponsible.
Which is why I resonated with it. Yeah. The cool thing about it is like, so whenever you had a robo battle, the winner took a part or a component of the loser. So as you win more robo battles, you essentially are gambling with your pink slips. Instead of cars, you're doing robo parts, and you upgrade your robot, so on and so forth. So you have like the ultimate mixture of parts. And like anything in the 90s and 2000s, they were really pushing for the toys, but they were super small, about 2 inches, 3 inches.
I remember,
right? The toys at least that we came across.
I wanted one so bad. I remember I had them.
I seen them at like a flea market or Trader's Village or whatnot, and I was like, yeah, I should really pick these up, just out of nostalgia but whatnot. But yeah, man, it was a really cool show. I think it should. I think now with the technology we have, it will have a great look to it. Given the fact that it kind of had like a early, how can I put it? It was very comical, so I think that would run really well because we see shows now with comedy, mixture of comedy and seriousness, such as like Jujutsu Kaisen has some good comedy in it. Demon Slayer has really good comedy. And this show really had that balance of like one moment you're cracking up and next thing you know it's breaking your heart.
Hell yeah.
So definitely my first choice would be Metabots.
Yeah. It also had a really good like rival, like douchey, stuck up rival that I hated as I was watching it. His Metabot was cool though. I can't deny that. His Metabot was sick.
His Metabot gave the actual main character confidence.
He whooped the dog shit out of him though.
He did.
All right.
What's your next choice, bro?
My next one is again anime related. It's probably one of like my favorite old school animes. It's Zatch Bell.
You know who's got the power. You know who's got to cast that spell. If we're gonna take the day.
And they have their own like spell book, and then as you get more powerful, you learn new spells. It was just good. I liked it a lot. It sucks that we don't get like a continuation or even a reboot. I think reboot will do it justice for sure. I know the manga continue on. I just didn't bother to read it.
Would you want it to be exactly a reboot or like a new iteration of it, kind of like what they do with Digimon?
What they did with Digimon has that malleability of doing like a little retelling, because the story is such like the story is more, I want to say whimsical, but it's a more kiddish. It's more kiddish for the first season, right? As we saw the other one in Tree in the continuation, things are getting more set in stone because more mature. But like for that first season, I'm okay with them changing a bit, even then, because their changes was more true to the lore of Digimon. So like the second evolution for Garurumon with the wings was actually something that was in the manga. So I'm okay with them doing that. And with Zatch Bell, I can see them doing some changes plot wise in the story just to make it better, because back then everything had their faults. So if they improve on it, I don't mind them changing the story or how certain things go. I just want to see the animations. That's high quality. Like I see Zatch Bell have the same animation as like Demon Slayer. That would be great.
Demon Slayer really set the standard to like modern anime.
Fucking beautiful animation. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, definitely.
Zatch Bell, Demon Slayer animation is like perfect.
Perfect mixture.
Perfect mixture, dude. And once again, it has the trope of that douchey rival that's so good, and I hate it. I hate it, but I love it.
Hey man, you need somebody to tell it to you straight for you to push yourself.
No, it wasn't even that. He was just a douche. He was an evil dude. It just was whooping everybody, but it was like Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? At the end, he turned good, but he was just out there just giving hands, not caring about nobody.
Just one finger popping the whole planet.
Yeah.
Mummies Alive.
A little boy named Presley found a secret out this year that he was once a pharaoh when Egyptians ruled the world, and now the sorcerer named Scare tries to get him day and night. But Presley has four guardians to protect his very life. He has the money. Officially 25 BC. He has the money. Protection from the new Ramses. He has the money. They're hanging by the Crystal Bay. He has the money. Protectors of the world today. He has the money from the 25 BC. He has the money. Protection from the pharaoh. He has the money. They're hanging by the Western Gate. He has the money. They're gonna save the world today. The Egyptians reign up. He's alive.
Saturday morning cartoons, man. And Mummies Alive was definitely one of those. Pretty much a kid is a descendant of a pharaoh, and when his when his I'm a big sucker for Egyptian lore and storytelling. So this one I was like, okay, let's check it out. And pretty much the kid is a descendant from a pharaoh, and his guardians were buried with him as mummies. So whenever he unlocked a certain artifact, it kind of awakened this evil spirit, which brought back the pharaoh spirit. And when that happened, it activated the mummies, and their sacred duty is to protect the pharaoh. And this kid is the descendant of that pharaoh. The cool thing about it, man, is that each mummy is kind of taken after a god from Egypt, and they get this really cool armor. So it's almost like they're knights, and they have their own like, I want to say megazords, but they have their own cruisers. One has a car, one has a motorcycle, all based on their armor and stuff. It's super cool, man.
It gave me that sense of like Senseiya.
Kind of like Saint Seiya, yeah,
you know,
definitely.
Like Pegasus, and then you go based on the Greek gods, but this is Egyptian. Hey, no, but those toys were A1 though.
Definitely. Even
the
now,
cruiser, that cruiser was sick. I remember having those toys as a kid.
The sarcophagus car or something
dude,
like that.
It was so good. The tank was probably one of my favorites. The tank character, that was just
The ram, I believe.
Yep.
Or the water buffalo. I forgot which animal he was, but definitely, man, it was really cool. The art style was kind of dark, which is what I liked. A lot of American art style in the late '90s, early 2000s was kind of had a darker tone compared to like their anime counterparts at the time. So I really dug that, man. So definitely, with what's going on right now, I would like to see the studio that did, or maybe if they could get the studio that did like the Gargoyles, the Spider-Man Unlimited, Spawn, all of those kind of shows, to come back and do something dark like that, I would definitely appreciate it, man. I just feel like we're missing out so much in great storytelling, and the way that they did X-Men this year, they took an old property and made it mature for its original audience, is really where I'm getting with every one of these shows that we're picking. That will be the quality that I will personally like. Make it darker. Some I understand you can't really make dark, but I think this is the time, man. We're suckers for nostalgia, and I think right now is its peak.
No, I don't even think it's nostalgia. I just think right now everything's so saturated with the superhero, a phenomenon. Which is, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm loving it, right? But there's, to a certain degree, like if it's completely taking the market, some diversity is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like some offside, like the mummies on the mummies Unleashed.
Mummies Alive, yeah.
Mummies Alive would be like a great, like, oh snap, you know what I'm saying? Even if it lasts like 1 or 3 seasons, it can still capture like the audience again and have like reboot the support, and like little shows like that for sure can just like, I don't know, or just take, maybe even if it's like the hype lasts the summer, but everyone's gonna be talking about it and it's gonna continue on the lore. You know what I'm saying?
Might inspire better work.
It gives like consumers or like fans a good like break sometimes from like something that's being just 24/7 superhero. Even like when it's like through books or through drawing, like it's good to stop what you're doing so you don't get over burned, and then just focus on this little side quest, refresh yourself, and go back into it. It's a good refresher.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Because Jesus. Marvel is literally everywhere right now.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be a problem if they were doing such a good job, but unfortunately, in my opinion, I think they're running thin. Yeah. Even they're going back to the drawing board and be like, hey, we gotta only one movie a year, maybe a show or two, and that's it.
I'm telling you, bro. And that show
happened.
So to pick up on that darker type of animation, Spawn.
What the hell are you?
Remember the 90s edition of Spawn animated?
On HBO, man. That show was scary.
will be such a good reboot, or even a continuation. Have the same director and the story teller for the X-Men '97, because he has a pretty good vision of it, of like where
Bob
to
DeMayo,
go, how to develop, especially like
Bo DeMayo, yeah.
such a old like series, and like, hey, let's take it this way, that way it's still fresh, but something new to the audience, which we're seeing hopefully in season 2. Watch our other videos, click on the channel, like, subscribe, comment below. Yeah, Spawn will be such a good one. It already has a big support, big following. You know, he's done crossovers left and right. There's movies, which that movie, the live adaptation movie, still holds up pretty well. It just does.
It's PS1 graphics, bro. That movie did not age well. I disagree,
No.
I love the vision.
Take away the CGI. I'm talking about everything else. Like when he's in the suit,
it's a cult classic, bro.
It holds up pretty well. Take away the CGI. Could give you that, but I'm talking about everything else. And the actor still looks young than a motherfucker too. He can still reprise that role. It's crazy, bro. I would love to see either another show or another movie.
Todd McFarlane, the creator, he's actually like fighting to make that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I from what I'm listening to in the rumors and through the grapevines, we're close. We're close to getting the movie that he wants envisioned. Because the movie that we got is not his pure vision. It's inspired by his character. But a lot of things, he went through a lot of crap to get that movie out there, and it's not the one that he wanted. So to even see that he's really fighting to make sure it's there.
Like, what do you expect with these fucking CEOs and corporate heads, bro? It's all about the green to them. What's up? Besides, Keith David said himself, the voice actor, that he's down to reprise the Spawn role. And I love his voice.
We need it.
It's so good, bro. Like, the fear can be fucking put into you. I remember watching as a kid, and I'm like, hey, yo. Yeah. I'm down for Spawn. Spawn again.
You really shouldn't have been watching that, but we did.
Yeah. Darkness.
Darkness.
Yeah, I think that one needs to be ASAP, like rock. Since we're sticking to that type of era, well, no, this is a little after. Yeah, it's definitely after, but not too much. Danny Phantom.
He's a phantom.
Okay.
Danny Phantom, another staple for me, just because I like supernatural stuff. The pacing was good. Also gave that, teenage vibe. And I was becoming a teenager. I was a preteen. So right on time. The main characters, the 3 friendships, dope. The villains, great. I don't much more to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, his parents being ghost hunters was funny. The tech was cool. And you got the chick. The goth chick, which check mark. You know what I'm saying?
Check mark indeed.
Check mark indeed.
Check mark indeed.
Yeah. Danny Phantom needs to, and like even like also I think also had a movie. I'm pretty sure. And then you find out he's not the only one that has those powers. So it gives you the possibility of having more than one of his like type of his kind. You know what I'm saying? Half human, half ghost. Yeah. Because the main villain was also half human, half ghost. So I'm like, okay. So if it's just there's 2, there can be more. You know what I'm saying? They could have just built up on it. It was missed opportunity.
There's a lot of talks about it getting rebooted, but as a live action film, and people are like fan casting Tom Holland. People are fan casting what's this dude? I'm going blank. I know for sure Tom Holland is like the first fan casting for it, which I honestly think he can do it.
I can see him do it. I can also see the actor from Dune be him.
I can see that too. I feel like Tom Holland is getting fan casted or for a lot of like high school roles, and I feel like he's trying to stay away from that. Like, he could play the part of a high school kid, but he's trying to
imagine playing Peter Parker so well. That's all you're gonna be stuck to.
Bro, I mean,
I've seen him in the Uncharted movie. I liked it.
Yeah. He's not a bad actor.
No, yeah.
He just blew up with that, and that's the unfortunate part of being casted so well. Like
But
now, when people think of Robert Downey Jr., they think Iron Man.
yeah, but even Robbie Downey Jr. admitted this is like the most him character
Yeah,
he's ever played. But even though Tony Stark is so much cooler, but it's still like him. I'm saying it's that when he acts, it's not. He doesn't
he's
have
being
to.
himself.
He's being himself to a majority of the time, and then the rest is just exaggerating certain aspects of his personality or pretending.
Great fan cast. Great.
And he doesn't
casting
even
director.
have to like fake being rich. This man is rich.
Yeah,
The
he's
last movie
Hollywood
was-
royalty.
The last movie he was on, he made $75 million because he's an OG Avenger, and he put in his contract that he gets part of the profits from like the revenue of all merchandising, whatever. He put it in his contract. They agreed to it in the beginning. They're like,
Yeah,
damn,
that way it doesn't come out of
this
their pocket directly.
man made so much money in every movie. So
Smart businessman. Kudos to your lawyers.
Tony Stark.
Tony Stark, definitely, bro. That's a good choice. I dig it.
Yeah.
Would you want it more anime style or kind of true to the Nickelodeon kind of art animation?
I've seen other art styles like fan art of Danny Phantom and different animations, but I think I think the OG one is such a cool one. Like that animation, even because the same creator from like Fairy Odd Parents or whatever. It's so unique, and that one specifically, it does it's really balanced because it gives you at any moment it can flip the tone of the animation. It has the ability to be like real happy, cheery, almost like
Easy.
bubbly, whatever. But then on the other side, it can get dark real quick, and it gives you that eerie feeling. Because that's what the Phantom was able to do, and even in Fairy Odd Parents, when he wants to act crazy, like some like darker, they're mad or whatever evil.
Mm-hmm.
Like I caught myself sometimes like, nah, that's a little eerie. So he's able to play that really, really well. So I say keep the OG, just better animation, new technology.
Would you want a time skip or just continuation of where it left off? Because they did that with Ben 10, and then they brought him back to a kid.
So, but Ben 10 had the issue of Cartoon Network not knowing what to do with that franchise and not listening to the consumer.
True.
Because even the creator was like, I want to give you another season. But the reason they stopped is just, I think, contract issues, or he didn't agree with they didn't agree with the creator, so they didn't let him do it. Because the creator, honestly, I trust the creator. He did such a good job to it, story-wise. He's like, yeah, this is what I wanted to do. He's even done like live streams of them grown up, and it looks great. So I'm like, just leave it to him, bro. Give him full control. He's doing well. Like he knows what direction to take that franchise. I'm just saying, I would like a continuation, or even time skip, a little baby time skip, a little older. So
little shonen 3-year.
Yeah, like 2-3 year time skip where he's a little taller. You see like him having different powers or just more OP. Who fly? Yeah, that'd be dope.
On that kind of paranormal train, I'm gonna go with a really, how do I put it? It was a creepy show for the perfect time and the perfect network. 1994's Real Monsters. Do you remember watching that show?
It's the one with the was it that fat thing that had like weird eyes?
Yeah, the monster that's holding his eyeballs.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one, dude.
They had a monster kind of like a little gremlin troll, and then this other one looked kind of like a black and white candy cane.
No, yeah, I remember. Very Tim Burton-y. Well, guess what? Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. That one just was a little too weird for me. As a child.
Even for me.
Later on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My soul
that
turned black.
show. And then the fact that like the beginning is a scream, Real Monsters. The early mid 90s Nickelodeon peak for sure. Being that this was part of his roster, had such a creepy tone, had kind of that. It was definitely out of the field, bro. Um, the the coloring, the tone of the show, the dialogue, it was all dark, but it was really a story about these monsters just trying to be accepted and being aware of how they look and understanding that there's going to be judgment all the time, man. And they came across just so many different monsters. I think that will be cool, kind of in the style that we got X-Men 97. So it's kind of like that 2D animation, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Only because the movements I feel would be a lot easier to animate in that format compared to how it was before, where it was like drawn out frame by frame. Given with technology now, there's hints of CGI and everything at this point.
Yeah.
But after seeing what they did with X-Men 97 and how dark that show could get, right, from a visual aspect,
Yeah.
real monsters could do some stuff, bro. And perfect time to release it would be around Halloween, in the fall, to kind of give that little 10 episode, 5 episode season.
Nah, make that a web show, bro.
Web show, you think so?
Web show. That way you have more creative freedom, less restraints.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, All Real Monsters was really dope, bro. To give us that back, or I don't know, a live action would be dope with Tim Burton.
I don't know. I don't think I want to see a live action of that.
I do, or claymation, something creepy. I feel like there's so much potential in that series.
There's
Or
a
at least with that
Sega
franchise.
Genesis game on it? That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. Here's the next one, Brian.
Next one is gonna be Rocket Power.
We are riders on a mission, action, kids in play position.
Oh, you're giving it back to the 90s.
Yeah, Rocket Power. That show was so good. A good summer show. It's just a bunch of kids having fun, want to do the waves and skateboard everywhere. The voice
Nice.
actor's really good. Yeah, I can't really complain. Watching that show, you know what I'm saying? Probably want to make the skate, be outside, you know what I'm saying? The Hawaii vibes were great too.
In
Like,
Cali.
It was just a good life. Yeah, Cali, even though they were trying to pretend to be Hawaii and shit. But yeah, it was a good lighthearted show that I think it'll be an easy reboot. Easy. You don't
It
really
really should be.
you
It's so
don't,
family oriented.
yeah. It was just I watched it. I was like, yeah, I was happy watching it. You don't have to continue it on. You can just do a straighter reboot, and do whatever you want with it. But yeah, that should be a good one.
Don't do whatever you want with it. Don't make it too current. Keep it true to its era. I would feel.
No,
Because the era that it came out in is exactly. To me, that show is a time capsule, bro. The storytelling in that show is a time capsule. If they try to reboot that and make it modern, I don't feel it's gonna have the same magic.
Maybe. Tito, bro. Tito. I just looked it up. That, mentor figure, probably one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
And then they
Yeah.
had the white boy that was trying to fit in.
The short, chunky one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like his character design. His character design was cool, dude.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
okay.
like this character in general, bro. He was the voice of reason, and the guy that was struggling the most with his identity. And then the main character's homeboy, I forgot his name.
Maurice,
Yeah, Maurice.
the Latino.
He
Two
was that
Latinos,
one,
bro.
like, huh?
They were Latinos. Maurice Rodriguez and Lars. I think that was probably one of my first remembrance of like, oh, we in this hoe. You know what I'm saying?
Representation,
Yeah. And then the main character was Regina, because the dad.
Yeah.
Regina Rocket and Otto Rocket. Yeah, they were brother and sister. It's been a minute. I need to rewatch it. But I remember Tito specifically always helping them out. You were like, hey man, you should.
El brother.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. It was dope. It was dope.
Yeah, bro. I like that one. That one was really good. And then the fact that it was around the time where like extreme sports and skateboarding and
Oh yeah, definitely
surfing,
Tony Hawk was probably on the rise and not at its peak.
definitely in its peak, and I think they kind of had that wave as well, because when I saw them skateboard, I wanted to skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
I never had the pleasure to surfboard, but it seems like a lot of fun. It definitely did a lot of good for the community, and it was fun to see them getting their little antics, getting a little trouble, and then trying to find a way to fix it. Man, there was a lot of good life lessons in that show.
I'm wondering if they did any crossovers. I think might have done a crossover with like Rugrats or something. Like
Well, it's the
Rugrats,
same art studio, so it would make sense.
I think there's a movie on this too.
Most Nickelodeon franchises had their own single movie, which was just like an extended episode.
I'm looking at
They had a Rocket Power video game. I know that for sure for the N64.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, they have pops for it. My guy, I'm gonna have to collect that.
The Rocket Power Pops.
Yeah, dude, they look awesome.
I bet they do. With their body figures, it's the perfect design for a pop.
Yeah. Big old head.
Short,
Tiny.
wide chunkies.
Yeah. Sam is the white boy. He's perfect.
There you go.
All right. Next one.
I'm gonna speed this one fast to you, bro. Sonic Underground.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a huge Sonic fan. Sonic Underground, the design was kind of more true to the original Sonic from the video game. In its storytelling, Sonic he's one of 3 hedgehogs.
I like, that's what I did like a lot. The brother and
Manic?
sister. Yeah, Manic on the drums.
Manic on the drums and Sonya on the keyboard. And then Sonic on the, I believe it was like the guitar.
The keytar.
Or no, Sonya had the guitar. He had just a guitar in general. But pretty much story of this one is Sonic is abandoned, and his brother and sister were all separated, and they're just trying to find each other and find their mom. And then plot twist, they find out who their mom is and kind of realize that they're part of a bigger picture. Kind of set in a dystopian future, which is really cool. And just the fact that it's Sonic in general, and it was like Sonic meets Power Rangers superheroes, because their instruments were weapons.
Yeah.
So they kind of fought with the power of song. It was cool, man. It was a cool concept. To kind of give on more to that Sonic trope, Sonic X is another one that I think was really cool. It was more modern, and it was more for like the Dreamcast era, the early 2000s. But for this being in the early 90s, well, the late 90s actually, 1999 to be exact, definitely cool. Go check it out.
Yeah, I really liked his brother Manic.
Manic with like the spiky mohawk.
Yeah. It was just cool differentiation of like Sonic's pretty much.
Yeah, I think they were really basing it more on the Archie comics.
Yeah, and I like the Dr. Robotnik's character design was really, really good.
Yeah, it was creepy.
I liked it a lot. I was like, damn.
Yeah, he had like the full black eyeballs with like the red pupils.
Yeah. Well, metal
It was more
arms.
true to the video game, and then the voice actor for Sonic was Jaleel White, which is Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
That was really awesome.
I forgot what else he did. He did some other crazy stuff. That was like,
He's done a lot. He's done a lot. He's a great voice actor.
He was a voice actor of one character. I was like, no way. What was it? It wasn't Sonic.
Well, thanks to the internet, we can find out.
I'm about to find out right now. He was on DuckTales,
Mm-hmm.
Teen Titans. Go. Teen Titans Go. Or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. No. I think I might be thinking somebody else.
He was in the movie Quest for Camelot. I remember that. That's like a late 90s.
Mm-hmm. I can't. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay. I'm down. Yeah, that'll be a dope reboot.
Yeah. They introduced Knuckles in that too. Anytime they bring Knuckles in, I'm happy.
Well, I mean,
now, if they could bring Sonya and Manic into like the canon for like the new movie, since we're getting Sonic 3.
Which have been doing pretty well, surprisingly.
Bro, I can't wait to see Shadow. I got so excited when they brought Knuckles, bro. So now that they have Shadow coming in,
Eldris Elba as Knuckles is pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was a really good choice. I like that.
Anakin Skywalker is gonna be Shadow.
You mean, what's his name?
Kristen something?
Yeah.
Haydenson, something like that?
Hayden Christian, yeah.
There you go. Reverse.
Yeah. Dyslexia. Oh, he's gonna be Shadow?
Yeah.
I could see him as a Shadow.
I mean, he is the Shadow of the universe.
Bro?
Yeah. Can you imagine him?
He's Shadow. Oh, that's what you meant. I mean, I thought he was doing the voice actor.
I thought he was the voice actor for Shadow.
No, like in the past.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like he's done other. I thought he did other voice work, or maybe he has. I don't know. Okay, I'm down with him as being Shadow.
Yeah, bro.
You underestimate my. Yeah. I can see it. Chaos control. Yeah, I can see it. I'm down with that.
And then he does a when he burned his legs in the Star Wars franchise.
Okay. Yeah. He gives off I can be cool, douchey.
Yeah, he did pretty good in the Ahsoka series.
That fight scene, crazy, bro. I rewatched it 10 times.
A1. We're not gonna speak about everything else that's happening right now with Star Wars. That's another episode.
Yeah. I'm just saying. What could have been if he was never nerfed? It's crazy.
Indeed.
The power.
Bring forth your next episode, good stuff.
What did I say? Static Shock.
Fight the criminal, chase the bad guys, save the world, fly to the sky. Have kid, I'm amazing. Okay, Static Shock, you face it. Yeah, 1-0, then you zap. Get see, get trapped. Look in my eyes, I got the power. Villains run from the Static Shower. Superhero, Static Shock. Superhero, Static Shock.
Static Shock. That's all we gotta say.
Yeah,
and if you don't agree, you're wrong. Simple as that.
Bro, with the new updated with the like more modern fits, the references to modern day, can't go wrong with it, dude.
I loved it when they brought him in Young Justice.
Yes, I like that design too. That suit was sick.
That modern look. And then I think they also brought him back from like the Icon comics recently. If we could get him with like his high top and his snapback, I think that'd be cool. Like Young Justice gave him like the Mohawk dreads. That was pretty cool.
What's it called? My favorite suit's probably the Unlimited when they went they would go to the future. You see him as an adult. That suit is clean, dude. That suit, I was like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, he's grown at that point.
Yeah. But I think Static Shock, easy to do. It's so easy to do.
And with everything going on right now, I think that show can relate to a lot of characters, a lot of people, like it did back then. It's crazy that show can be translated to now. They tackled, and you know what? People don't give that show credit, man. Enough credit, I believe. That show tackled racism, police brutality, self-hate, like so many things that we don't talk about from people of our background.
And what's crazy is even like DC wise, I have not given him a proper story, but they've done redesign already for him, and he looks amazing.
Yeah, he in the comics he's gotten so many different outfits and whatnot, but I feel the one that they gave for that show is peak, man.
Peak.
Peak for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. It was so good.
Let me ask you this: would you want that to be a continuation or a reboot?
I think it's. I think it'd be a reboot, because like there's so many more better like storytellers now, and like directors that can like actually make it really really good. Like, not to say the old one wasn't good, right? Of course it was a kid show, but like if you like you say, make it a little darker or a little more mature, like borderline X-Men 97, maybe a little below that, you got yourself a goddamn great series, dude.
I believe it, man.
Like, with proper writing, good storytelling, character development, Static Shock, underrated, is an underdog character in the franchise. It just like I said, the suit and ties, giving faith into the writers, of letting them do what they need, creative space. Because
Let them do what they got to do, y'all. Listen,
ooh, I'm telling you, I wish Isaiah was here, because Isaiah would have been on point. But yeah, dude, yeah, with his powers, new animation, ooh, even a game. You know what I can see this game be like? If you had a game, it could be like the Spider-Man game.
Yep, I knew it.
Bro, and him just flying through. Oh my god, bro!
Just getting like a sewer pipe or a cover, and just electricity just start zooming out of it, bro.
Yeah. Or you fall off. You're falling through. Like, you fall off a building. Bam! Out of nowhere, you get that sewer pipe lid. Pause. The sewer lid just boom, go off.
One of the coolest things I think that he did for me as a kid watching that show is there was an episode where he went into like the music store, the record store. Back in the day, we bought music in stores, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, we had something called a CD, right? A compact disc by which people inserted their music in a little spherical, circular little design, and it placed it in something called a Walkman or a CD player. Look it up. It was fun. Well, he stuck his finger within the disc, and because he had electric charge, he just charged it, spun it, and was able to listen to it right there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was one of the coolest things ever. I was like, "What,
bro?" That's one other thing. They can give so much thought of using powers in a realistic way, like that, because that's all you really needed to do. And you're hearing it, which is crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Static, so many like actual physics and actual science fucking go into it.
For him, if there's a reboot, do it in the modern world where he can affect someone's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A reboot now would be great, because so many things have advanced, and electricity can affect so many things. He can reverse the magnetism of the like magnetic fields and certain things that can. You're saying it just so good. They won't do it.
He is what Shocker could have been if he chose to be good.
Maybe.
Oh no, Electro. Sorry, Electro.
Mm.
If Electro chose to be good, that's Static Shock.
Yeah?
Yeah, just think of Jamie Foxx and Spider-Man. I'm gonna let that marinate. I see you thinking.
I'm just thinking about how their powers mechanically are different. Cause Static,
one absorbs it, the other one produces.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest difference. Cause at some point, Electro becomes lightning. He never becomes lightning. He just can absorb. He has a limit
that we know of.
Yeah. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great choice, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it. Speaking of culture in the future, my next choice is 1996 Beast Wars Transformers. I'm a huge fan of robots. I love animals. What happens when you mix both? You get Beast Wars Transformers. Not only that, but a CGI version of Beast Wars Transformers from 1996, early CGI animation. Uh, Look at it now, it looks a little wonky. I completely admit it, but for the time, as I mentioned in a previous episode, peak technology. Peak technology, 100%. You have Optimus Prime as a gorilla. We saw this in the other Transformers movie recently, and that's kind of where they got the inspiration from. With so many things happening right now with robots and just the Transformers series in general, I feel that they're missing out on an actual series, and they keep on focusing on these big budget movies that don't do the story any justice. I appreciate the inspiration of bringing the Maximals out. Just give them their own show, bro. Give them their own show. It doesn't have to be CGI. I would prefer it, but it doesn't have to. Give us an anime style of the Beast Wars, bro, and I think we're legit. We're good on it. What are your thoughts?
No, yeah, like it goes back to what I said about the Mummies Alive. It's just a good little breather show in between all those heavy hitters. It's just fun, simple. So because sometimes you don't have to make it super in depth, super crazy. Sometimes it's just good old action packed TV show like that will be great. Just straight up action, pow 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 pow. Just like story, yeah, a little bit of storytelling, development. Cool. Back to business. Just good.
Sometimes we just want to be mindless people to just watch robots fight it out.
Yeah, sometimes the topic requires less. You know what I'm saying? Like robots,
True.
you don't have to do intricacies on those, man. You just straight to the point. Entertain me, dog.
Fight.
Pretty much, honestly. I don't know what else to tell you on that one.
Just hands.
Yeah, just pure unadulterated rage.
Oh wow! Dang, you brought out the rage.
It's a Team 4-star reference. Yeah.
What's your next choice?
What did I say? Oh, Recess.
Recess, bro. Do kids even have recess nowadays?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
You said yeah.
I mean, I
don't know. I just feel like
I assume.
I don't know. I just never hear anyone saying anything like people who have kids. Oh, my kid got hurt during recess. Because when you go to a lot of these schools or you drive by any schools and neighborhoods or whatnot, you never really see like the jungle gyms out no more.
Well, you're also an adult, so you're not out there looking.
I mean, no. Okay, well, now you're making it weird. It's not that. Because we have nieces and nephews, but you never hear anything about them. Oh, we went to have fun at recess or none. Kids don't like to talk no more, bro. That's weird.
I don't know, but I think Recess would be a great reboot. Modernize the version of it. Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be a boring show. All the kids are gonna be stuck on their iPads and their iPhones and technology.
Maybe, or that shows kids that maybe outside's worth it.
Okay.
You never know. That show was really good. I liked it a lot. Freaking, what was that snitch's name, dude? Randall. That son of a bitch.
Fuck that dude, bro.
I hate
Always
it.
in his little fucking notebook.
What's up, Randall? You snitch. Yeah. And then
all he wanted to do was be accepted, bro.
And then the king of recess, king of the playground. I remember that.
Wasn't his name like Rico or something?
Yeah. Also Latino. He was just a tall kid for his age. He was able to, boss around. I remember the episode where he finally went to 5th grade or 6th grade. I don't know how it's different. He went to middle school and he came back freaking crying. He's like, I got my ass whooped.
I'm no longer the king of the playground.
Yeah. I was like, that's right. That or a continuation of that too, because they've already done like fan art of them grown up. Awesome. I don't mind it.
What would it be called? Because they don't have recess anymore.
It'll be Break
Team
time.
meeting.
Break,
Break
time.
Oh, break room.
Yeah, break room.
We break room in the corporate office.
It just develops into the office.
Bro, that's funny.
Yeah,
I can see that,
yeah. I'll do that.
man. So to continue your school trend right now, Magic School Bus. Bring back Magic School Bus.
Oh, I never knew it ended.
Seatbelts, everyone! Please let this be a normal field trip with a friend? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you see it. Octopus in the neighborhood, surfing on a sine wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left at your intestine, take your second right past Mars on the Magic School Bus.
Yeah, it was 2 seasons. 1994. Bring back Magic School Bus, bro.
I like that.
Kids need to learn.
And that gave like that Willy Wonka whimsical effect.
Mm-hmm. And I have a great idea for the promotional for it.
Mm.
Actually have a school bus drive around with the music and have a little rocket ship thrusters in the back like it does in the logo.
How did the theme song go? I can't remember. I want to say I'm about to remember it. I want to remember it, but it doesn't come to mind.
All I know is
School
that
bus.
teacher was putting all these people in danger, but they learned. They learned firsthand.
They went inside one of the kids. I remember. Or something.
Yes, bro.
I was like, well, looking at it, looking back now, I was like, I don't know about that.
Bro, Miss Frizzle was dope. She really said, screw the classroom. In real world, you're going to learn outside. Let's go.
Let's talk about drugs and the effects they have on you. Look, children, a crackhead.
Don't do that.
Now let's all take some to find out how it feels.
Let's not.
I mean, Miss Frizzle's crazy, bro.
Miss Frizzle was crazy.
Okay, Magic School Bus. I can see that.
Yeah, it's a quick one.
It's going to be updated to today's society, though. I know it is.
No cap. No crap, Miss Frizzle.
No, that's not what I meant.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that. Politically
Politically correct.
updated.
No. Stay true to the purity of the show. Don't make it woke.
It's going to be woke.
Then I don't want that show anymore. I take it off my list.
All right, cool. I think my last one's going to be... Just because it's just good. I remember watching it. I'm like, okay. Doug.
Doug was cool.
Doug was just cool, man. I like Doug a lot. Wasn't exciting, but it was. I liked it. It was the bully, had a badass jacket.
Trying to put in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He had friends. Was talking potential romance. You know what I'm saying. It was everyday life. I can see a reboot of that. Chilling.
What, with his little imaginary quail man.
Yeah. Which is concerning, but
He wanted to be a superhero. He wanted to be an artist or something like that.
it was an artist. It was an artist.
And then wasn't his friend Skeeter or something like that?
Yeah.
I forgot what his name was. He was green.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
The animation was cool too, I think.
I'm telling you, dog. Prime Nickelodeon.
Prime Nickelodeon, bro. Probably Nickelodeon.
My last one is gonna be Monster Rancher.
I was transported to a faraway land into a world where monsters rule. I played the game like an ace. Now we're in this place to save the monsters from the evil mood. Monsters rule. Monster ranch. Monster ranch.
So it's kind of like Digimon, with the exception is that this kid plays a video game. It's like a monster battle game. and when he plays a game, he gets sucked into the video game. So he has to play the game from inside, kind of like Jumanji but digital.
Yeah.
It's funny, man, because when I see that the console looks like a PlayStation, they actually made a series of fighting games for this and RPG games for this.
Mm-hmm.
And like they have this Mike Wazowski looking monster. They have a bunny monster. They have this one wolf. I remember you really liked the wolf monster because it looked like a Garurumon.
Because I thought it was Digimon, dude.
Yeah, bro.
The only reason I liked
Monster
it.
Rancher, I think that'll be a cool series.
You don't know what the name of that wolf thing was?
What?
Tiger. Now, no. No, it can go to hell.
He said, you know what the name of the character? Tiger. The wolf monster was named Tiger. Look, bro, I never said it was the best show. I said I wanted it.
It was a ripoff Garurumon. No.
Bro, watch episode 1. It's dope, bro. They have what's it called? A giant soldier of stone as like the gentle giant kind of trope. Bro, this show was cool, bro.
I don't know about that.
They had like a platypus shield looking armadillo thing. Mike Wazowski.
That thing can go to
relief.
that thing can go to what's that?
Tubi?
No. It can go to that's where everyone goes to like get support with like money wise.
Kickstarter?
Kickstart, yeah. I can go to Kickstart. That's how bad that thing is.
I'm telling you, bro. Genki was a cool character. You had Mumyu, which is like a girl version of a cat. Moo, which was like a bat. Mochi, which was that armadillo looking platypus. It was different, bro. It was out of pocket. That's why I liked it.
It was disrespectful. It was a ripoff.
Hey, bro. I think people need to give it a shot.
I'm good with that. The wolf's name is Tiger. I'm done with it.
But it's not a wolf.
Bro, it is a wolf with horns named Tiger. Absolutely not. There's nothing for me to want to like that. It just that irritates me more than
Never
anything.
said it was the best show. I said I want to reboot it.
It irritates me just to think about it. It's like it gives off that one vibe, like the TikTok where that kid's spelling something, and it's like BIRD, llama. No, it doesn't work like that, bro. I don't like that show. Kickstart. 2 people are gonna sign up, and that's it. And you're one.
If it doesn't get past that, but I think it would be pretty cool. I liked it for what it was. It was a good little whimsical adventure, for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. If you're still with us now, we greatly appreciate it. Let us know in the comment section what cartoons series you want a reboot of and why. As always, remember, in Nerds we trust. I'm JR.
Brian.
We're out.